Hey everyone, welcome to the Trendline Investor Channel. A lot of you have been asking, how do I pick stocks for positional trading, right? And that's what I'm going to discuss today. How do you pick stocks for positional trading using my own scanner? I have two scanners for that. And also, how do you pick stocks out of the many stocks that you have? And how do you set stop losses and targets? So that's going to be our focus. And I'm sure you're going to learn and enjoy this video. So do stay tuned with me until the end of the video. So first, I'm going to discuss the scanner from where I'm picking the stocks. Now I have this scanner is the scanner I always use. It doesn't matter if you have any other scanners. If you really want to get started, this probably is the place to start for you. So here in this scanner, I have four different scanners in this dashboard. The top two scanners are weekly. One is a weekly breakout scanner, and this is a daily breakout scanner. So basically, which means if you find a stock in this particular scanner over here, the stock is basically changing a trend from probably downtrend or from a consolidation to an uptrend, right? And if you find a stock over here in the scanner, so this here you might find stocks also breaking out on the daily time frame and weekly time frame. But sometimes the stock might be in downtrend on the weekly time frame, but it might be up in the daily time frame. So if you want for short-term trades, you can focus on this scanner, but in this scanner you will get also short-term plus long-term trades. So both. So that's why I'm focusing on these two for the positional trading picks. So I picked three stocks from this and three stocks from this, and we'll look at that shortly. Now the scanners that I have below are basically reversal scanners. So basically these two scanners are basically stocks that are reversing from major support zones or stocks which are reversing from minor support zones on the daily charts. So these are the four scanners I use. So if you have not, if you don't have a scanner yet, so probably you can use the scanner. So let's move on with the stocks. The first stock today I have is Globus Spirits. Now Globus Spirits or entire alcohol space, companies from this space have been in a downtrend since quite some time now. But Globus Spirits is showing the first signs of breakout. And the reason why the stock came in the weekly breakout is because it is about to break out, right? It's about to change its trend from a downtrend to an uptrend, right? The trend change would be above this zone. So here, this stock is a small cap company around 2,500 crores. PE is 19, but ROC is 33.8, which is very good. So in terms of valuations, I'm not sure if it's overvalued, but definitely I don't think it's very much overvalued. I think there is potential for this company to do well going forward, purely in terms of technicals. So I've not checked the fundamentals of this company. So here, again, the stock is kind of breaking out here. Now, if you look at the last 5 weeks, there has been a very tight consolidation. Also, the reason why I picked this stock is because the stock has been having some momentum. It has been getting sold off again. It again went up, again getting sold off, and again it is going up. Now, this entire move, the stock has not broken this support zone, whereas the weekly bars are very strong. You see, a move is very strong in terms of the weekly bars. In just 2 weeks, it has gone up here. In just 1 week, again, it has gone up. And again, here it has gone up in 1 week. Now, this time, the stock is not coming back down again, right? Now, that's the most important thing to note. So, the stock has been showing weekly signs of bearishness in these two moves down. But now, the stock is just consolidating for the last 5 weeks. So, this is strength that what I see is a very strong strength in this stock. And I think it might break out from here. So, but we will not buy the stock at current market price, and for which I have mentioned here, entry is only above 900, which means you enter only above this zone here, the last 5 weeks high. You enter above 940 with a stop at 840, which is here. Now, this is a very low risk setup. Now, if you really want to be picking stocks with low risk, you have to be very selective when you pick stocks. So, like here, I mentioned that the stock is in a very strong tight base. It has a 5 weeks consolidation, and that's why I'm picking the stock. The stop loss for investments ideally should be here. But if you're a swing trader, your stop loss will be too deep. But if you're an investor, you can keep your stop loss here, right? I don't see the stock breaking this support zone anytime soon. But if you're a swing trader or a positional trader like me, then your stop loss needs to be somewhere around here. Now, the stop loss here will be 840, which is just 60 points or 6.6%. Now, that's a very, very small stop loss. So you can consider this also for a swing trade, for a positional trade, it's up to you. But I think the stock is going to head towards levels of 1100, which is basically this zone over here. So we had kind of a inverted head and shoulders breakout here. So I think it might probably head back to that levels of 1100 here, which is almost 22% returns from here, right? Now, don't sell it off immediately at that point. In case you are an investor, you can kind of hold it. Even if you're a positional trader, try to hold it and see if the stock heads higher, and probably it might head or back to 1700 levels as well, right? So yeah, that gives us a risk reward of around 3.33 times the risk that we take. And I think this stock might do well in the alcohol space. Now, remember, there are other companies as well. You might look at them and do let me know if there are some other stocks you want my views on. Okay, so that's the first stock today. The second stock for today is Infra. another very good company from a fundamental perspective. It has very good numbers. It's a small cap company. P is just 12, but ROC is very good. It has a ROC of 33.6 and a ROE of 26.5. Now, these are excellent numbers. Now, the P is 12.7, which is probably low. It might be undervalued. Do let me know in the comments what do you think. But for me, again, the stock came in my CCI scanner and CCI was going up and rate of strength also is good, and this stock has already given a breakout. Right now, compared to Globus Spirits is yet to give a breakout. I am preempting the breakout. Now here the breakout has already occurred and the volumes have been massive. Now this volumes here is what tells me that this probably is a company which will do well going forward. Now again, note here, last 2 weeks have been a very tight consolidation, similar to what I saw in Globus Spirits, and that's why I think Globus Spirits also might break out. But here, this company has now broken out after 2 weeks of consolidation, and I think the trend has definitely changed here from a downtrend to an uptrend. Also, this is a major support zone. Again, similar kind of characteristics that I told you before in Globus Spirits. These moves have been confined to this base. The stock is not really breaking this base. It came 3 times and it is kind of reversing very strongly, and the volumes also are good. So again, you can buy the stock at current market price 88. Keep a stop loss of just 10%, around 10.2%. Again, if you're an investor, the stop loss is not 10%. If you're an investor, the stop loss should be somewhere around here, right? Always, if you're a swing trader, keep the stop loss on a daily swing low. Even if you're a positional trader, try to keep it on a daily swing low. But if you're an investor, you need to follow weekly charts. You need to be very clear. You need to be ready to go through some big drawdowns as well. Okay, and here I'm looking for targets of 120, which is around I think the levels of this zone over here, all time high. I think it will easily reach that point because we already crossed the support resistance zone over here, and I think 120 can be done in the next few months or so, right? Which is around 36% returns from the current market price. Okay, so that's the second stock for today. The third stock, which is also showing a trend change, is Ujjivan Financial. Now, this stock actually had a very strong breakout somewhere in August 2022. We had a very strong breakout. It was inverted head and shoulders breakout here. It was a major trend change on the weekly charts, and we had a strong move up from here, right? Now, if you're an investor, this is what they say, you have to have the stomach to digest drawdowns if you're an investor, because we saw these crazy moves down. But if you're a positional trader or a swing trader, you should have probably exited somewhere around here, right? And now the next entry is now, we're getting a next entry here. Now, this also is a continuation breakout. Now, continuation breakout is nothing but a stock after a move up, it consolidates, breaks out, again moves up, consolidates and breaks out. Now, the first initial breakout is this, and then after that, every breakout in an uptrend is called the continuation breakout. Now, again, a small cap company, 3,600 crores. ROC is not very great. Again, it's a bank, so the valuations might be completely different. But you can buy the stock at current market price because, again, here we had a strong weekly candle with strong breakout. The stock might consolidate a bit, but I think we had a very strong horizontal breakout as well over here. So overall, it looks good. Again, the stop loss of around 270, which is around 10% from here. And we're going to look at targets of 420, which is 39% from the current levels. So that's the third stock, which is showing a major trend change today. So if you did like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like this video as well. Okay. And all these three stocks I covered are from the weekly breakout scanners. So you can go ahead, take the scanner, take these three charts, try to draw them and see if it is as expected. And if it doesn't, do DM me on Twitter. I can help solve your queries. Okay, so the other three stocks today are basically short-term breakouts. They are not major trend changes on charts, but they are short-term breakouts definitely, and they came in my CCI daily scanner 100 crossing 100. So the fourth stock for today is Supriya Lifesciences. Now, Supriya Lifesciences was listed in 2022, somewhere around December 2021, 2022 Jan, and since then the stock has been in a very strong downtrend. Now, I did a video as to why you should not be buying IPO stocks on listing. Now, remember, if someone bought IPO here of Supriya Lifesciences, given that it is a very good company and all of that, you would have been in great losses, right? So never buy an IPO stock on listing day. So this stock actually has been in a very strong downtrend. And finally, this stock is now breaking out. Now, this stock also is a change of trend in the weekly charts, right? Because we had a nice inverted head and shoulders breakout over here, which is on the weekly charts. Also, volumes have been one of the highest volumes in the last 1 year. Very strong bullish candle, right? And also this channel is a beautiful channel. We had 3 touch points, in fact 4 touch points there, and also 4 touch points this side. So it's a perfect channel breakout, downtrend channel breakout, a very small company in fact, but look at those ROC numbers and ROA numbers, very good numbers. P is just 20, so I think there is some potential in this company. Now remember, this is from the pharma API space. A lot of companies have been reporting good numbers in this space, especially in oil and hit almost 20% upper circuit. So this company might also do well going forward in the next few weeks and months, right? So you can buy the stock at current market price, which is 248. Stop loss of 13% here. It's slightly volatile because of the move that we had this week. Now, if you think the stop loss is too deep, you might want to wait for some. It's the part. You might want to wait for some consolidation before you want to buy if the stop loss is too deep for you. Okay, so target, however, is 400, which is around those that level over here, which is also a major resistance over here, right? So I'm looking for targets of 400 if you're a swing over positional trader, and which brings us to almost 4.5 times the risk that we are taking here. So that's the fourth stock. The fifth stock for today is PIX Transmission. Now, a lot of you have made very good money in this stock. The stock went up almost from 80 odd levels to 1000 levels in the last couple of years. A crazy multi-bagger, but I think the performance is not done yet. So I think there is some potential more in this company. And again, this stock also came in the CCI daily scanner here, had a nice weekly candle. If you see this long wick and very nice weekly candle, a breakout with volumes. Also, this breakout has been complete for this week and also one of the highest volumes in the last 1 year. Right now, see, if you have good volumes on breakouts, that's a very positive sign. Now, you should be considering a stock. If you have two stocks in the scanner, both broke out, one with volumes and one with less volumes, you need to consider the stock with volumes. Okay, so that's how at least I give priority. Also, if you have a stock which is weak in terms of financials and one stock which is very good in terms of financials, go with the stock which is very good financials, because that's a company that probably you will make more money, because the company is fundamentally good and it's just a matter of time before the smart money identifies the stock, right? So anyways, so this is also a major support zone. We have reversed here very strongly. So again, a very small company, 1,100 crores, PE 17, ROC 19. I think this company might give some decent returns, if not multi-bagger, at least 30-40% returns in the next few months, right? So you can buy the stock at current market price, which is 840 levels. Again, a stop of around 10 to 11%. And we're looking for targets of 1,200, which is the previous all-time highs. Right now, I think it should be probably achievable if the market stays good in the next few weeks, months, probably, and you might get some good returns. Okay, so that's the fifth stock, and the last stock for today is Dr. Lal Path Labs. Now, remember the entire space around these laboratories which are doing tests and all have been facing some severe competition. So this again is a risky bet, but you can keep a stop loss and try to ride. But I think the major move down is complete probably in Lal Path Labs. So it has been underperformer for quite some time, and I think it might do well in the next 1 year or so, right? Probably next 1-2 years, it can give decent returns, probably good returns. It's a large cap company, around 70,000 crores. So probably it might head towards 50-60% from here, which is also a good return from my perspective, right? Again, this price, so we had a price breakout here just after COVID, right? We had this beautiful breakout in test, and then the stock had a clear uptrend, and then we had a breakdown, right? You see this breakdown last large weekly candle, and since then the stock has been consolidating, right? And now finally, after many months, the stock is moving up with a strong bullish weekly candle with volumes. So again, remember, bullish candle with volumes is a very positive sign, and especially if it's making higher high on the daily charts, on the weekly charts, it's excellent. Now, these are stocks you want to be in, which will probably give you some good money going forward. Okay, so yeah, that's the last stock. So you can buy at current market price, just 2,040 rupees. Just an 8% stop, and we're going to look for targets of 2,700, which is 32% from current levels. So okay, 2,700 is nothing but these levels over here, which is a major resistance probably on the weekly charts. Now, if we kind of break out from that downtrend, then we might even cross this and head higher as well. That's why I said try to ride trends. If you're an investor, especially, try to ride trends. They might really give you good returns, especially in fundamentally good companies. So these are 6 stocks I want to discuss today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video as well. I'm going to leave you here. Take care, stay safe, trade safe. Until I see you in another video. Bye-bye.